We are breaking 7 days a week on the Real Sports Cards app, available on the Google Play and Apple App Store. We've been breaking since 2016 and offer a variety of breaks, including pick your teams and pick your players, random teams and drafted teams, mixers, and more. We built this app with the collector in mind, with features like scheduled drop times, custom notification settings, and earned rewards on purchases, among other things. And we want to be a one-stop shop for collectors, which is why we've added services like PSA grading and eBay consignment straight from breaks. We are a PSA authorized dealer and offer grading services from value to walkthrough. All you need to do is fill out the form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing, and we will take care of the rest. All submissions from breaks include a review and a wipe down of your card, and you won't be charged for anything until we get your card back from PSA. eBay consignment is a similar process, where you will need to fill out a form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing for any cards that you'd like to submit. All cards will be listed next business day for a 5-day auction starting at 99 cents. And again, we will handle everything from there. And after the sale, you'll have the option to be paid out via check, PayPal goods, or break credit. The links for these services can now be found as buttons in the description of every break. In case you haven't heard, we now offer direct in-app support for anything you might need from us. Whether you've got a question about a specific break, about shipping, about sending cards to PSA or eBay consignment, or anything else that you might need, this is the place to do it. There are a couple of different ways to get there. Within the app, you can click on Community down at the bottom, and then click on Messages up at the top. Then choose either Minnesota or Wisconsin supports to ask your question. Or you can just click into any break and then click the blue support button, and it will automatically open up the support chat for the location that's hosting that particular break. This lets us know exactly which account is asking the question, and it helps ensure that we can get back to you in a timely manner.
What's happening, everyone? Andrew Nags here with Real Sports Cards, and we are live. I got 2025 Topps Update Japan Edition. Let's go ahead and get started here. 10 box, pick your team. Good luck. I still have 3 breaks open for the evening. I got 7 left in 2025 Prism Optic and Immaculate Football Mixer. 19 left in the $49 random. That is with the Jaden Daniels giveaway. And the big game bonus there, $49. And then 7 left in Topps Marvel Collector random packs. Let's get started here. Good luck, everyone. Thank you, Ammo. Let's party. That's right, Eric. Let's party. Curious how hard these are going to be to open. Oh, man. They're like retail packs almost. I got 7 nicely discounted spots left in that football mixer. It's going to be a good one. And then, of course, the $49 random. Whoever lands the Commanders will be getting the Jaden Daniels. Instant big win right there. And then whoever gets the Patriots and the Seahawks will both get their money back in break credit. Yeah, she likes to. I always gotta answer her phone call. She likes to call me. She likes to call me on Thursday nights and say goodnight when she's going to bed. Makes me feel good. And then she was telling me. About her party. Apparently, she's got a party at school tomorrow. All right, here we go. There is Clayton Kershaw, Byron Buxton, and Paul Skeens on the Strike Zone Heroes. Luis Angel Acuna, Topps Black Gold. There is Jack Dreyer, Chris Bubick. Strike Zone Heroes, Paul Skeens. Six left in football. Jeff Bagwell. Out of 50, Mark Leiter Jr. Gold. Yankees. Yankees going to Joseph Delphs. Seiya Suzuki on the Cherry Blossom there. Those are the exclusive. So that one must be the 1990 Topps Baseball Japan. That's the Strike Zone Heroes, obviously. James Wood. Robert Hassel. Suganu. There is Ketel Marte and Tokyo Series Tommy Edman. I'll put those in my sleeve up pile. Let's find like some Ohtani ink. That'd be cool. Matt Shaw, Mystical. Bobby Witt Jr. Christian Campbell. There is Alexander Canario. There's Shota Imanaga on the Tokyo Series. So the Tokyo Series will just be Cubs and Dodgers. And nice. Home field advantage. Kyle Tucker for the Cubs. Good start. Cubs going to ammo. It's cool. You could get the short prints in this stuff as well. Kyle Tucker. Yogi Berra. There's Alex Bregman foil. Corbin Burns. Brian Wu, Matt Shaw, Tyler Tolbert. Bobby Witt on the night tear. And out of 2025, rookie Christian Campbell, Red Sox. Good first box. Red Sox going to, what's your name, Tony? That is going to do it for box number 1. So we got these Fanatics top loaders, and I'm not a fan of them. For one, half of them are cracked. I have a 1.5-year-old boy who keeps me busy. Oh yeah, I bet. Yeah, I got a 10-year-old son and a 6-year-old daughter. So 10-year-old son, he's past the love. I mean, he still likes his dad, but Ryan, my daughter, she's a little daddy's girl sometimes, a lot of the time, which is great. Melts my heart. He's past the lovey-dovey stage, lovey-dovey daddy stage. He's into computers now. Parents went right to the back burner after he started playing computer games with his friends from school. Four left in football. I bet. I remember those. I remember that stage for sure. There was one time when I was living in my old house with my son. He was probably, I don't know, less than one. He had to have been probably like 7 months, maybe 6 months, whenever you start crawling. I can't remember what it was. And we were watching a kids movie, and I had our living room all gated off. And all of a sudden, like, me and mom are watching a movie, got into the kids movie, and we're watching the movie, and all of a sudden we looked at each other, we're like, where'd Rowan go? Rowan's my son. And we couldn't find him anywhere downstairs. He crawled up the stairs, and he was sitting in the entryway, just sitting in there smiling at us. So he was an escape artist for sure. Like, we had it all gated off, fenced off, but he just pushed his way out. Must have been a good kids movie though, to distract us. Mick Abel. There is Max Fried. But they can get around. They can get around, that's for sure. There is Mitch Spence and Kuroda. Hiroki Kuroda there. Strike Zone Heroes, Yankees. Drake Baldwin. That is Matt Boyd. There's Ronald Acuna Jr. Tanner Gordon. Gunnar Henderson, Night Terror. Ooh, a little Independence Day. We got Nick Enright out of 2025, and then Jack Dreyer for the Dodgers. Independence Day going to Huskies forever. Nick Enright there is Guardians out of 2025. So I think I'm just going to sleeve these inserts up for now. But these ones all get top loaded. The special inserts. That is Julio, Crochet. There is Yamamoto Tokyo Series. Marcelo Mayer, Topps Black Gold. Jeff Hoffman, Blue Jays. Robbie Ray. Jackson Chourio. Ichiro. Bryce Harper. That is Jeremy Pena. Ha-Sung Kim, Dodgers. Dylan Cruz. And more gold. More gold. Are blue out of 50? Garrett Crochet. There's Mick Abel. And, 150. G. Juan Bay. Pirates. Man, I do not like these top loaders. That's all I have in here, though. That is going to wrap up our second box. 3 left in football. Not really a fan of these packs. Definitely more of a pain in the, not hard to open, but a pain in the butt. Who else is hanging out watching this one? Eric looking for some Royals. Ammo with a closeout looking for some White Sox. Rangers. Marlins. I think it was Cubs. Yep, Cubs. All right. Box 3. Jacob Wilson, Mystical. Glaber. Dalton Rushing. GPK Card Worlds here. Welcome, welcome. There's Pete Alonso on the Cherry Blossoms for the Mets. Max Meyer, go Gophers. I always got to say that. It's rules. Rules I made up. Max Fried. Tyler Soderstrom. There is Colin Ray. And we got Matt Boyd. Oh, that's kind of cool. Hideo Nomo on the Baseball Stars Cherry Blossom. Taylor. Bobby Witt Bleacher Reachers. And out of 2025 is Anthony Banda. Anthony Banda there, Dodgers. These inserts look great. That is Julio Torkelson. Jung-Ho Lee, Giants. Ken Griffey Jr., Topps Black Gold. That is Robbie Ray, Jeff Criswell. Ha-Sung Kim. GPK Card World, who are we looking for? I know I saw you somewhere, I think. Pirates. There is Suganu on the Strike Zone Heroes. Jeremy Pena. First pitch is Andy Pettit. And oh, that's sweet. Masataka Yoshida orange out of 25 for the Red Sox. Red Sox to what's your name, Tony? That's cool. The Cherry Blossoms. Too bad he kind of fell off. I know he's a little older. He was an older rookie. James Wood. Lou Gehrig. Garrett Crochet and Mookie Betts. Three down, 6 to go. Or sorry, that was only box. 3 down, 7 to go. Learn how to count. For some reason I was thinking it was 9 boxes. Past my bedtime. Past my bedtime. Just like earlier with the packs, if anybody saw that Marvel break earlier. Me too. I'm old. I'm getting old. The Vikings should know. The Packers, here it is. The Packers should sign Malik Willis and then trade him to the Vikings for Will Reichard. That's my prediction. He's a really good player. He really liked it. Like, there were a lot of teams interested in him, but he told the Packers he only wants to go somewhere. He only wants to go somewhere if he's gonna for surely start and they're gonna be like decent. He didn't want to just go to a scrub team, and that's why he stayed with the Packers. Clayton Kershaw. Zach Veen. There's Camilo Duvall. Chris Bubic, Ben Rice rookie. On the cherry blossom. They don't slide into these top loaders like Fanatic or like Ultra Pro. James Wood. Yep. Exactly. Clayton Kershaw, Ryan Johnson. This guy is like Nick Kurtz 2.0 here, he looks like. Out of 250, Ryan Johnson. Angels. Jackson Jobe. There is Ketel Marte. I'm pretty sure that's the guy. Ryan Johnson never even... I don't think this guy even pitched an inning in the minor leagues. I don't think Ryan Johnson ever pitched an inning in the minor leagues. Pretty wild. Got quite the glare on it. Whatever. Agustin Ramirez. And relic. Chandler Simpson. On the relic there. Tampa Bay Rays. Rays going to RPG. There you go, John. Jackson Churio. That is Kyle Tucker. Hideki Matsui on the first pitch. Raymond Burgos. Yeah. Griffey. There is Carlos Rondon, and there's Hideki Matsui on the Stars of the MLB. Bleacher Reachers, Jim Thome. I watched Jim Thome hit the farthest home run I ever seen in person at Target Field. Guy hit it into the parking ramp. Edgar Quero. There is Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Tatis, and more orange. 20 out of 25. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Man, this stuff is loaded. Blue Jays going to DK Schneider. Oh, yeah, you never pitched to me either. I never pitched to any in the minors either. So that's a good point. You got me there. Yeah, Thome. He hit it out of Target Field, like where the parking ramp is. It was absolutely wild. And then Manny Machado there. Stuff is cool. I like it. All right, 6 to go. What do we got left? What do we got left? 3 left in football in the Pick Your Team. 15 left in the $49 random. Don't forget that is the Jaden Daniels added bonus plus the 2-spot giveaway. So the Patriots and Seahawks will get their money back in break credit. Commanders will be taking home the Jaden Daniels PSA 10. And then 7 left in the random pack for collectors. Marvel collectors. Yeah, Thome was a great guy, great player to watch. Just a great human being, too, for sure. Like, he did so many things with even when he was a Twin, he did a lot of things with the Twins community. He wasn't a Twin very long, but everything he did with the Phillies, Indians throughout the year. And we are all full on the Pick Your Team, so just the 2 randoms left. Let's get those. If we get them full, I'll rip them all tonight. It's a really good show, Eric. So I always set up at the Andover Card Show because it's literally it's like a mile from my house. So I always did the Andover Card Show on my own, but now I'll be one of the people running the Real Sports Cards booth now that we've purchased the show. So we will be the head sponsors at that show for now on. It gets a really good turnout every single time. Kind of bummed I don't have my own table anymore, but Ryan said I can set up my stuff at our booth, so that made me better. Big Sean, first pitch. And Major League Material out of 150, Kyle Tucker. Bat relic there. Cubbies. I highly recommend grabbing a table at that show. It is, other than obviously the big MN card show, that one's 4 days long, so that's like a lot. It's a really good show. Matt Olson. There is Robert Garcia out of 250 Rangers. And Tariq Skubal, Logan Evans. I do really well at it every single time. Every time I set up there. Brent Rooker. Marcelo Mayer. There is Strike Zone Heroes, Hideo Nomo, Tyler Callahan, Will Smith, Max Muncy, Ryan O'Hearn, Dalton Rushing, Connor Thomas, Garrett McDaniels out of 250, Angels. Ronald Acuna Jr. Tommy Edman, Tokyo Series. Cam Smith. I'm telling you right now, Eric, if you price your stuff to move, like, a lot of people have problems selling at shows because they're trying to sell their stuff way over comps. If you price your stuff to sell at shows, it will move. I promise you that. Aaron Judge. I have no problem moving like higher end stuff. I do a lot of lower end stuff too. There's Iglesias and then Ohtani there. Dodgers. I do a lot of lower end stuff. So I mean, I think the last Andover card show, I sold like $800 worth of dollar and quarter cards. Like, I mean, selling $800 worth of dollar and quarter cards is crazy for a one-day show. Like, that's the quarter stuff, and a lot of my dollar stuff is stuff I don't even like spend time. So it depends on what it is. If it's something that's gonna move, if it's a hot player like Ohtani or Skeens or Ellie or, you know, hot football players, I'll price it at comps, maybe even just slightly above, and then you have a little wiggle room. But if it's stuff that's like not super relevant, I'll go slightly below comps, because even if you sell it below comps, you're not doing you're not wasting money with fees. You're not spending the time and effort to list it and sell it on or packet ship it. So it's well worth it. And that stuff will do right there. $1 to $5 stuff will do extremely well at that show. You get a lot of kids that come around, even adults that sell on like Whatnot, and they will pick through my boxes and spend $100 and get like a box of stuff. Like, $1 to $5 stuff is great money making stuff at the show. I mean, obviously you're not gonna go home rich selling $1 and $5 cards, don't get me wrong. But if you can make, like I said, if I can sell $800 off dollar and quarter stuff, I'm extremely happy. I mean, the table costs 60 to 50 bucks, or 60 to 70 bucks. I can't remember what they normally are. I think they're around 60 to 70. And if you can sell even if you can sell like $300 in that cheap stuff, that's stuff you don't have to spend the time and effort to list on eBay. I got a lot of the same people that come up to me on every show and will spend a couple $100 every single time at the show. We'll bullshit, talk, have fun, while they're digging through our stuff. They'll spend 20 to 30 minutes at my table hanging out. And it helps that a lot of people, like, I mean, know I work here, know who I am. Some base stuff over on YouTube. We're talking about, yeah, some base stuff can go to $5, but even like numbered stuff, like for instance, say this was a little bit, I mean, Robert Garcia's, you could probably put this in your dollar box, it might sell for $1. But if it's a bigger name, you could sell it for $5. Like, you got some people that'll come to your table and they'll comp dollar cards. And then there's other people that'll just, look at that. That's sick. I'm pretty sure autos are one every like 40 boxes in this stuff. So Dalton Rushing out of 25. Dodgers. There's people that'll come. There's some people that drive me crazy. They will come and they will comp every single dollar card in your box. It's like if you're digging through dollar cards, you know about what a dollar card should be. Some of it has more eye appeal than others. Like those people are wild, but a lot of people will come and they won't even look up what it is. There's Yamamoto, Adele Amador. Yeah, and if anybody ever has any questions on show stuff, prepping, whatnot, always feel free to message me. I'm always happy to help. There's Tyler Soderstrom. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of, like, don't get me wrong, there's nothing can compete with eBay. There is Nathan Wiles, our second Independence Day out of 76. Braves, going to ATL Braves. Like, don't get me wrong, nothing can compete with eBay. eBay is going to get you the most eyes, the most sales of anything. But like, you don't have to deal with the BS at a show like you do on eBay. Jung Ho Lee, Hayden Birdsong. I had a guy last week open a claim. He bought a $2 $2 Matthew Golden silver from me from Mosaic. Opened a claim in 3 days. It was an eBay standard envelope. He gave it 3 business days, and he said tracking hasn't updated and the card hasn't showed up yet. 3 business days, and one was a holiday mixed in between them, over Martin Luther King Day. And like, he opened the claim, and like, I knew the card was going to show up. Shota Imanaga there, Ryan O'Hearn. I knew the card was going to show up, but by the time the card probably showed up, the claim would already be closed. And eBay always sides with the buyers, no matter what. Always sides with the buyers. So I refunded the guy $2 and blocked him on eBay. I'm like, please don't ever do business with me again. If you're going to complain about a $2 card when it literally shows in the UPS tracking, it says, expect delays. Exactly. Ha-Sung Kim. There's Mookie Betts again. It's kind of funny, isn't it? Independence Day we're hitting Independence Days in the Japan edition. No wonder why we couldn't hit them in the regular hobby boxes. They're all in here. There is Jacob deGrom, Chad Patrick, Nathan Lau out of 250 Nationals. Lou Gehrig out of 2025 veteran combos. First is Matt Shaw there, Tokyo series, and then the Brewers. It's a cool card. Crew Missiles for the Brewers out of 2025. What do we got left? 4 left. Looks like 12 left in that football mixer too. The random. We're getting there. Oh yeah. USPS has been an absolute nightmare lately, especially on the eBay standards. It has been a nightmare lately, but you just deal with it. Yeah, that's what I mean. The eBay standard envelopes have been a nightmare for sure. Yep. I'll have, trust me, Eric, I know all about that. I'll have, like, I send out probably, I would say on a normal slow day, I'm probably 10 to 15, probably 15 packages a day on a normal slow day. That's with no auctions running. But most days I'm usually about 20 to 25 packages, and there'll be times where I send out 20 US or standard envelopes, and they never once get scanned. No, there's a lot of people that take advantage of it on eBay. There's a lot of people that take advantage of that, them never getting scanned delivered. I guarantee it, because I've ordered hundreds of cards off eBay, and I've always had them show up to my house. So for my USPS standard envelopes to go missing as much as they do is a little fishy to me. But then you just file a claim. You can do it's called pipe claims, PIP. If you type it in Google search PIP claims for USPS, or eBay PIP claims, it's called, I think is what you type in. There's a form you fill out, you send a screenshot of the tracking, and you will always get your money back. Always. So if you want to go through the effort, I only do it if it's $5 or more. I don't waste my time over a $2 card. That's just who I am. I'll live my life just fine without missing that $2. But when it starts getting to be $5 or more, then I feel like it's worth filling out to me. But that's me. I mean, you can fill it out for every 99-cent card if you want to. Let's see. Is this stuff included? Yes, this is included in the US print run. Yep. So these are the same. Those are the same out of 76. It's not a separate print run. Certain cards I think are just held to the side is how it works. Spencer Torkelson. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I assume. There's Graham Pauley, Nolan Ryan on the Heroes, Robbie Ray. But yeah, I got my first, I've sold, I think I'm up to like 8,000, 8 to 10,000, I can't remember what it is, sales on eBay. I got my first negative feedback on eBay last week. The buyer never reached out to me. All they wrote down in my negative feedback was corner was damaged. That's it. $5 Lamar Jackson rookie card. $5 make you mine. It's like, just reach out to me. I'll give you your money back if you're that worried about it. Dane Myers for the Fish out of 99. Yeah, my first one. So I'm 99.9% positive feedback now because of that. Jacob Wilson. There's Brandon Fiegel. All over a $5 card. Never reached out to me, nothing. Garrett Crochet. Yep, I use the Armalopes. Normally I have pretty good success with the Armalopes, but every once in a while a batch will just go missing. It's weird. We had one from our shop that we some of like Ryan's stuff will send in Armalopes, like his cheaper stuff, and we had a batch of like 60 of them never get scanned. What's your username on? I'm not telling you nothing. I'm not telling you nothing. Christian Campbell on the relic there. There's Will Smith, Tokyo Series. Otani. Greg Yoho. Cade Horton. Yamamoto. There's Luis Angel Acuna. Kyle Tucker, Night Tear. Kyle out of 250 Rangers. Lindor, Mickey Mantle. And Tariq Skubal. Three boxes left. Another one down in the football random. 11 spots left. 11 spots left in that one. $49 football random. Dang, we're already 47 minutes into this break. Doesn't seem like it's been that long. Maybe it is an hour break. Yeah, sounds good. Always happy, Eric. I can help you. John, our guy that does eBay here at our shop, is really good at that stuff too. He's the one that taught me. Titus. If you ever see Titus, Eric, ask Titus about it as well. Titus knows all. Titus is really good on eBay as well. There is Hayden Birdsong relic there for the Giants. Kyle Tucker, Jackson Churio. Shota Imanaga, Hayden Birdsong. $27 down. Just like that. We're almost full on that random. There's Roki Sasaki, Topps Black Gold. Carlos Rondon. No, you just wait to see. Most buyers don't say anything even when they do arrive. You just got to deal with the ones that say something. Hideo Nomo. You just got to kind of just let it be in the back of your mind that some are just not going to make it. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. There's reaching out to the buyers, especially if you notice one that doesn't get scanned. If you reach out to a buyer, I feel like that gives them more of an incentive and more of a thought to be like, oh, look at this. I can just say it never showed up and get my money back. Wait till they reach out to you. And Chase Mederoth, SSP Golden Mirror. That's sweet for the White Sox. Going to Ammo Masso. SSP Golden Mirror. So yeah, you don't want you don't want to give somebody a chance to take advantage of you, and that's what I feel like would happen if you reach out to them. It's like, oh, look at this person knows it didn't get scanned. I'm going to say I didn't get it. Yamamoto, Glaber. There's a lot of sleazy people in this world. That's just the way it is. Chad Patrick. Max Fried. Nick Kurtz. There we go. On the Cherry Blossom. Athletics to Huskies forever. Dalton Rushing. Matt Boyd, Yankees team card there. Matt Shaw. And Braxton, Paul Skeens. And then Braxton Fulford out of 2025 Rockies. There's Skeens. Like I said, all these cherry ones I will get sleeved up after the break. We're going to keep going so we can get into our footballs. Yep, they should have, Eric. Yeah, let's find you some Royals. I mean, Royals at $29 are great buy. Five left in the football random. You know your team's bad when you don't swoop them up for $15. Pretty much. I hear ya. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. Renzo's over here going trout fishing. I mean, this stuff's pretty loaded. 2 oranges out of 25. We got auto out of 25. 2 Independence Day. 2 short prints. It's been pretty good. I didn't know what to expect, to be honest. I thought maybe it was just going to be some hot garbage. Some hot garbage base cards. But it definitely outperformed my thoughts. That's for sure. Way outperformed them. I'm impressed. Ha-Seong Kim. Bobby Witt Jr. Griffey. There is Dansby Swanson. Ryan Gusto. For sure. Witt's a great PC to have. There's Alex Bregman. Tatis. There's the kid, Ken Griffey Jr. Man, he looks like an angel almost in there. Like he's like glowing. Matt Shaw. There's Woo Brian Woo. I just like saying his name. That is Iglesias out of 2025. Travis Janikowski out of 250 Mets. Kershaw, Mick Abel. Zebulon getting a Strike Zone Heroes. Zebby Matthews for the Twins. Luis Angel Acuna Mystical. That is Chris Bubic, Curtis Mead. Drake Baldwin. PCA. Nice one there. Cubs. James Wood, Mike Trout on the Night Terror. Estrada. Crochet. And, ooh, man, it's too bad he's not a Minnesota Twin in this one. We got Ketel Marte. Dylan Cruz, nice one there. And then Mick Abel out of 25, your new Minnesota Twins pitcher. But still going to the Phillies here. Mick Abel out of 25. So our third orange. Dylan Cruz, Nationals rookie. Going to bring us to our final box. Yeah, so we do not have much of this. I think we might have enough for one more of these breaks. So if you see it posted again, make sure you get your squads. I think this stuff will do really well. What product don't I like? Soccer. Just because I don't know it. Soccer's a great product itself. But there's some things I'm not a huge fan of. I really like this stuff just because these cherry blossom inserts look really cool. Otherwise, I'm not a huge flagship fan. I like the parallels. I like the golden mirrors. But other than that, I'm not a huge flagship guy. Julio and Bryce Harper, orange out of 25. Phillies. Phillies going to Kirby. But that's also just a preference thing. I'm like, when you ask me that question, I'm talking like cards that I like to collect, not necessarily whether they're good or not. There is Ohtani on the Tokyo series, Carlos Santana. This flagship is a great product. Just me, myself collecting, I'm not the biggest fan. Jeremy Pena, James Wood. Vladdy Jr. There's Logan Allen. Trout on the Topps Black Gold. That is Garrett Crochet. Ballesteros. And Tyler Gentry, rookie ink. Tyler Gentry Royals. There's a little Royals for you. It's not Witt, but it's a rookie. We'll put it back there. And then vintage stock, Jonathan Rodriguez out of 99. Guardians. And Ohtani on the Strike Zone Heroes. Ohtani foil. Dylan Cruz. Mike Trout foil. Yamamoto, Christian Campbell. Jonathan Olan. That's Lindor, Cam Smith, and Ohtani. Ending it strong there with a couple Ohtanis. Like I said, all of those will get top loaded for you. Let's go ahead and do our recap. We are down to 3 left in the football random. So next will be the football pick your team. After that will be the football random. I appreciate everyone for getting this one full. All right, Strike Zone Heroes first. Ohtani, Matthews, Yamamoto, Skubal, Ryan, Imanaga, Nomo, Kershaw, Suganu, Abel, Kuroda, and Skeens. Stars, these are definitely the most short printed. Ohtani, Nomo, Yamamoto, Matsui, and Nomo. Oh, those are the Japanese players, that's why. Only Japanese players are on those ones. You too, Eric. Appreciate it, buddy. These are our 1990 Cherry Blossoms. Campbell, Guerrero, Armstrong, Cruz, Griffey, Skeens, Shaw, Suzuki, Rice, Imanaga, Acuna, Wilson, Betts, Lee, Skubal, Rushing, Churio, Machado, Lee, Betts, Alonso, and Acuna. Out of 2025, we got Iglesias, Fulford, Brewers, Iglesias, Banda, and then Enright. Our numbered stuff, Jonathan Rodriguez out of 99, Travis Janikowski 250, Mark Leiter Jr. out of 50, Kyle out of 250, Dane Myers 99, Nathan Lowe 250, Ryan Johnson 250, Robert Garcia 250, Garrett McDaniels 250, and then G. Juan Bay out of 150. We got Hayden Birdsong, Christian Campbell, and Chandler Simpson. Showcase Nick Kurtz on the cherry. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. out of 25. Tyler Gentry rookie auto Royals. Mick Abel out of 25 Phillies. Chase Meteroth on the SSP Golden Mirror White Sox. Bryce Harper out of 25. Nathan Wiles out of 76 Independence Day. Yoshida out of 25. Campbell out of 2025. Kyle Tucker, home field advantage. Kyle Tucker, bat relic out of 150. And then in the mint, the Dodgers. Dalton Rushing, rookie auto out of 25. Shohei Ohtani, Tokyo Series. And Jake Dreyer out of 76. That is going to do it for this one. I appreciate everyone as always. And I will be back here with football in just a couple minutes. Thanks, everyone.